Hey guys, and welcome to my new movie review for the 2021 movie from Liam Neeson, The Marksman. Now, for those of you who have not heard the rumors about this, according to news and according to Liam Neeson himself, this is his final action movie that he's ever going to be doing. And I tell you what, guys, now that I've finally seen this movie, I actually can see why. This was a very, very, very different movie from Liam Neeson. It's not bad. In fact, one of the things that stood out to me very, very dominantly, was Liam Neeson is not young anymore at all. Literally. That stood out to me very, very dominantly. Guys, this isn't a bad movie. It's unfortunately a lot slower than what I was expecting. It's not terrible, but yeah, I'll get into my thoughts, my complete open thoughts about this movie because I saw it tonight. But first of all, let's roll the intro. Let's do something different. We're going to roll the intro, guys. I'll get into the synopsis, the duration, and all the other good stuff. And then I'll give you my thoughts on this movie review. The Marksman is rated M. The duration of The Marksman is 1 hour and 48 minutes long. The Marksman is an action thriller. A ranch on the Arizona border becomes an unlikely defender of a young Mexican boy desperately fleeing the cartel assassins who've purchased him into the US. It's directed by Robert Lorenz, and the main two cast members are Jacob Perez, who plays the character of Miguel, and of course Liam Neeson, who plays the character of Jim. So this isn't a bad element of the movie, guys. It's really not, but it's not the whole movie is spoken in English. In fact, quite a substantial amount of elements of this movie are spoken in their dialect, which is Mexican. It's not bad, it's just frustrating for anyone who's blind, so you won't have any idea what's going on, which is the unfortunate element of this movie. In saying that, guys, this is seriously, unbelievably a slow-paced beginning movie. Really, really slow-paced beginning movie. There are action elements scattered throughout this movie, like lightly scattered throughout this movie. And there are elements to this movie where it slows right down and there's intimate moments and there's moving moments and stuff like that. So, like, there are bang bang shoot 'em out elements of this movie, but however, they're just not as stabilized throughout the movie as any other Liam Neeson movie. Like, really, this is actually one of the most low set action movies that he's ever done. Like, realistically, you can tell that Liam Neeson is aging. It is what it is. He's aging. He's not as young as he used to be, and it's in this movie it's very, very clear. Still looks amazing as always, as always it's Liam Neeson, but yeah, it is what it is. One of the things about this movie that I was quite taken back by, and it was so simple, it was so subtle, and yet it was so effective for me, was actually the gas station scene. I really felt for her. I really felt for that girl. Seriously, I don't know. That scene really hit a couple of chords in me. I was like, oh man, that really sucks. Now, for anyone who has been following my channel for any period of time, you guys know that I don't do spoilers in my movie reviews at all because in my personal opinion, I just don't think spoilers are fair. That's just how I roll. It is what it is. So I don't think spoilers are fair, guys. So in my movie reviews, you won't get any spoilers. It is what it is. As I said, guys, I really felt that gas station sequence with the girl was really brutal. It was really brutal. It hit the heartstrings for me, and it was really full on. Another sequence to this movie, guys, was actually the pullover highway sequence. That sequence again for me, those of you who have seen the movie, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. And if you haven't seen the movie, when you go and see the movie, if you see the movie, there's a scene where Liam Neeson gets pulled over on the side of a highway by a police officer. That sequence, like for real, like seriously, was really, really well executed. Really well executed. I really, really enjoyed that element. Now, before I go on, guys, I ask my audience this question every time I do movie reviews, because in my personal opinion, it just needs to be asked. Does The Marksman have in its core elemental central thing to be rewatched, which I like to call, in my personal opinion, guys, rewatchability? Does The Marksman have rewatchability? And that, I say to you, for a Liam Neeson movie, unfortunately not. I wouldn't go back and watch this movie, but that's my personal opinion. And guys, remember, don't forget, all film is subjective. What I love, you might not like at all. It is what it is. Film is completely subjective like that. I want to say this, not overly, but if you are very sensitive to seeing animal cruelty to any degree in a movie, ever, this movie is not for you. There's a sequence in this movie that something happens to a dog, Liam Neeson's dog, and it's really sad because of the bond that they have together. Now, I have to say, one of the things in movies that I personally find, and it needs to be the gel in a storyline for the movie to really just flow, and that's what I personally think, character chemistry. Seriously, if the characters don't have incredible chemistry, then the storyline doesn't work. And that's what I think fell flat with this movie. The character chemistry between Liam Neeson and the young boy, it's not terrible. It's not terrible. I just didn't buy it. I really didn't feel, I didn't get emotionally drawn. It is what it is. This is just one of those movies for me, guys. It wasn't terrible, but I just didn't buy their character chemistry, and it just didn't hit home for me. And you know what I mean? Now, I have a question for anyone who has seen this movie. I have a question for you. Leave your comments in the comment section below. I'd love to hear back from you about this. Did you guys think that the sequence right towards the end of the movie, that they actually burnt that money? Seriously? I'm really interested to know your thoughts on that. Do you seriously think that they burnt like real money? Like, was that real money that they burnt? I'm really interested to know. The reason why I ask that is because they do that sort of stuff in America all the time. Like, they destroy cars and stuff like that. But yeah, it was just a thought that I had. I'm interested to know your thoughts. So in the barnyard sequence of the movie, right to the end of the film, I actually thought that Liam Neeson said 3, not 30. And it really threw me off because I was like, that is not long enough at all for what you're trying to execute. But he did say 30 because obviously the kid counts, but he counts in his native language. And yeah, it just made me go, wait, what? Did I miss something there? But yeah, it is what it is. He said 30. Anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap this movie review up with always as I wrap up movie reviews with my trivia. But guys, have you guys had a chance to see The Marksman? Leave your comments in the comment section, but I'd love to see it. Guys, you know what time it is in my movie review. Guys, it's time for trivia in my movie reviews, and there's only a little bit of trivia, so I'm just going to give you a little bit. Guys, it's trivia time. A portion of the film was shot in the small town of Ravenna, Ohio. Next piece of trivia is, guys, also filmed in the small cities of Palmer and Brook Park, Ohio. Next piece of trivia is, guys, second Liam Neeson action film to be released on the Friday during MLK weekend after The Commuter 2018. Next piece of trivia is, guys, scene shot in Rio Ranch, New Mexico. Guys, this is my final piece of trivia, and I'm going to leave you with this one. The real world-renowned truck driver worked on this film. There you go, guys. That's all I have for you tonight. I appreciate your time. Seriously, you guys are amazing. Have you guys had yourselves the chance to see The Marksman? Leave your comments in the comment section below. Leave a thumbs up on this movie review. I really appreciate that. And those of you who are new to my YouTube channel, this is an absolutely warm welcome. So good to have you here. I appreciate your time so much. You guys are absolutely incredible. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to click the bell for notifications. And don't forget to leave a like on this movie review. That way I know you're appreciating my content as much as I'm appreciating giving it to you. Guys are incredible. Guys, don't forget who's bringing this movie review for The Marksman. This is Superman Steve. Appreciating you guys always and loving your time. Flying out!